what's up everyone, and welcome to another box office wrap-up video. And oh my god, this weekend was an eventful one, that's for damn sure. Not only did we have the second weekend of Ready Player One, we had of course the, what was it, the 38th weekend for Black Panther, but we also had a brand new release for this. Actually, we had two big brand new releases. We had four altogether, but two big ones. We had Blockers and we had A Quiet Place. Now, I predicted a few days ago that A Quiet Place would open up to around $38 million and take number one. Some people didn't think so. A lot of the box office estimates said like, oh, this movie's gonna make like, I don't know, like 25, 30 million. Some people said 35, but most of them said less than 30 million. I saw a lot that said like 22 million and 21 million. There was no hype or no hope for this, at least. So, well, I mean, that's not bad. A $21 million opening is not too bad at all. But I heard a lot of people that's just like, no, like 20 million. It's going to open up decently. You know, it might take number one if Ready Player One drops a little harder than we think it will. But who knows? You know, maybe it'll open up higher. Me, personally, I said 38.5 million, and I thought it could even, like, you can even watch my box office video from a few days ago. I said it could even go way higher than that. I said, like, we could see a 40, 45, $50 million opening. But I was keeping myself conservative. I said 38 million, just in case I overestimated it. Boy, I should have overestimated it. I should have. I knew I should have. I should have. Pardon my French, but I fucked up. I did. I should have said it was going to make around 45 to 50 million, because this weekend, this movie, the little movie that could, no, that's Captain America. This little, the little movie that could, I just recorded a podcast, that's why the poster was there, made $50 million. I would have never guessed that. Like, I said 38 million, and I was even saying it could go higher, but I never would have guessed, like a month ago, I should say. I never would have guessed that this movie would have opened this big. $50 million. That's almost a, I don't know, that's like almost what War for the Planet of the Apes opened up to. Like, I'm trying to compare it to other box office hits, I guess. That's more than the last Transformers opened up to for the weekend. It did come out like on a Tuesday though, but whatever. That's more than Ready Player One did in its first weekend, technically. I mean, if you count Thursday, then no, but this one only had 3 days, so I'm not gonna count Thursday. So it did better than Ready Player One, a $175 million budgeted movie from last weekend. As you could tell, also, Ready Player One did actually pretty damn good for its second weekend. Only dropped 40%. And of course, we got Blockers that did pretty damn well too. Not amazing, but pretty good considering the budget was pretty small. We'll get through the list, but right here, I just want to say, A Quiet Place. Love the movie. I want to see it again. Might even see it a third time. We'll see. But I really love that movie, and I think it's a great watch in the theater. That's for damn sure. So I'm glad everybody went out to go see it. Hell, even in foreign box office, it opened up to like $21 million, so that's not even too bad. So this movie already made its money back and then some. It only cost like $17 million to make, probably around maybe double that for marketing. So already worldwide, it's already made its budget back. So this movie is definitely a success. So that's damn good, because, you know, even though this isn't a Cloverfield movie, I'm glad that we got a movie that looked like a Cloverfield movie that was actually good this year. Paradox. What a disappointment. But Annihilation could have been a Cloverfield movie too. But anyway, there you go. That's A Quiet Place. $50 million. That's insane. It came out in like 3,500 theaters. That's a damn good theater average, that's for sure. My theater was sold out. both 7 o'clock screenings I went to, one was sold out, so I had to go see the 7:50 one. And man, it was a good theater experience. Everybody just being quiet, trying not to make too much noise, because that movie is silent as a motherfucker. So if you're eating too much, you will be that guy that eats really loudly. That's why I mean, look at me, I'm a fat dude, but I don't usually go into a theater with food. And if I do, I don't usually eat it. Like, I don't know, it's just not me. I feel weird eating something right in front of two people I don't know, or right next to two people I don't know. Like, just shoveling down food, whatever. Because I go to theaters by myself because I don't have friends. But, god damn it, I wish I had friends. But, no, I like going to the theater by myself. It lets me, it helps me focus on the movie, especially something like this, which you definitely need to focus on. But all right, so great job, A Quiet Place, loved it. Number 2, like I said, was Ready Player One. By the way, I guess I should compare it to my predictions. I completely forgot to do that. I apologize. But okay. Now I will admit, I like I said $38.5 million, so I was completely wrong, but I was closer than most people. Most people started to adjust their predictions around like Saturday, because the Friday came out, it was like $19 million, and that was huge. So everybody started adjusting, saying like 45 million, 50 million. But before that happened, I said 38 million, 38.5 million. So hey, I was closer than most people, so I should get some credit, but I was about $11.5 million off, so that sucks. But number 2 was Ready Player One, which I said wasn't going to drop too hard. A lot of people thought it was going to drop a little over 50%. It actually only dropped 40%, made $25 million in its second weekend, which is great. That means it's been getting a lot of really good word of mouth, which means this movie's going to stay in theaters for at least a little bit longer. In China, oh my god, this movie's doing huge. Like, it opened to $60 million last week, and I thought it was going to do like Pacific Rim money, where Pacific Rim Uprising is going to make around 110 million in China, and that's it. I thought it was going to do the same because it opened up to this to 60-something million, just like Pacific Rim did. But Pacific Rim completely petered out after that $60 million opening. It just disappeared. And Ready Player One throughout the week has been doing freaking insane. This weekend, after everything's all said and done, and after the second weekend it's out in China, it has crossed over $160 million just in China, and we're only like a few $million away from this movie crossing $400 million worldwide. That is insane, and I'm happy because I love the movie. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time in this movie. I know a lot of people are like, there's so much references. I don't know, I'm a movie guy. I like movies. So I'm gonna say this movie's bullshit because it just has references to video games and old TV shows and shit. You know, because I'm a movie guy. I thought Lady Bird was the best movie last year. Whatever. 3 Billboards is better than this. Not even close to the same thing. You know, Stanley Kubrick's rolling in his grave. Like, oh god, you people need to like calm down. If you don't like it, that's fine, but don't fucking act like you only like it because references. I guess I only like E.T. because I like aliens, I guess. I only liked, what other Steven Spielberg movie? I only like Indiana Jones because I like whips. Like, what the fuck? Like, I love Steven Spielberg. I love the BFG. No one saw the BFG. I love that. I thought that was great. And it just, Steven Spielberg knows how to direct a movie like this. And he does a great job of making me love pretty much every aspect of it. That's why I loved it. It felt like a Steven Spielberg film, and I love Steven Spielberg. I was like one of the few people that actually really liked War Horse, you know? I mean, not saying there's literally only a few people in the world that liked War Horse. I think a lot of people actually liked it. But when it comes to, like, I don't know, people I know, I'm like one of the only ones. But whatever. All right, so let's move on. That movie is doing extremely well worldwide. I'm going to guess it's going to probably end around $550 million worldwide, but I don't know. It made $80 million alone this weekend worldwide, or foreign, I should say. So I don't know. I'm going to say 550 million, maybe even gets close to that 600. We're getting a sequel. That's pretty much assured here, especially since most people really enjoyed the movie, so they probably wouldn't mind a sequel. They'll probably go out and see it. But hopefully they don't double down on the references in the next one. Hopefully they focus more on the characters. I would really like that because I enjoyed the characters. They just need to be more fleshed out. All right, next one is Blockers, which I'm going to say right here. Oh, by the way, I said 22.2 million for Ready Player One. I made 25 million, so I was close. I wasn't too far off. Blockers, I said it would make 21.1 million. Most people say it would do like 18, 19 million. It actually ended up making 21.4 million, so I was really close there. I have yet to see the movie. I heard it's really funny, which is surprising because I thought the trailer was insufferable. But hey, if it's good, then it's good. I'll go see it. I'm actually kind of excited to see it now, so I'll see it during the weekend for sure. So Blockers, good job. You're doing well, baby. You're doing well. I love me some John Cena. I never thought I would ever say John Cena is a really charismatic actor, but you know what? You know, he is. I mean, I haven't seen Blockers yet, but I heard he's great in it, and I really liked him in Trainwreck and what was the other one he was in? He was in something else. Oh, Sisters. Like, he showed up for like 5 minutes in Sisters. I thought it was pretty funny in that. The movie, it wasn't good though. All right, so number 4 is our boy Black Panther in its 28th weekend at the box office. What is it actually? The 8th or 9th? I think it's the 9th. It's been out for a little while. It made how much? Because I said it would make 7.9 million. It actually made 8.4 million, so it dropped even less than I thought it would, which is good. So that means it might actually get close to that 700 million, because it is at 665 million right now. Also, in really big news, I thought this was really huge news. Black Panther domestically, American, that means, it has crossed 665 million, like I said, which means it has beat Titanic to be the 3rd highest grossing American release in the world. And that's of course not accounting for inflation, which we don't usually do when we talk about box office. So it has passed Titanic, which used to be the number 1 until Star Wars and Avatar came out. But of course, and that movie did so huge when it first came out, because it was like one of those movies that kept making like $20-30 million every weekend. Like, it would always make that for like a good few months. It would just keep making that, and it even got re-released a few years ago, didn't it, at in 3D and stuff, and that even did a little bit of money right there. I think that made like another $60 million. So Black Panther did that in less than, what, 2 months? It hasn't even been 2 months since it came out. I think it's the next weekend will be 2 months. So that's incredible too. So Black Panther, hey, that is insane that it has crossed Titanic to be the 3rd highest grossing domestic release of all time. Black Panther, did you ever guess that? Huh? Did you ever guess that would happen? Even if you're a huge Black Panther fan, you have to remember, Black Panther is still, I mean, not still, he's huge now, but before this movie came out, he was not a big hero. He was kind of like how Iron Man was before Iron Man came out, where Iron Man was kind of like a lesser hero, I guess. Same thing with Guardians. Well, more so for Guardians. Guardians was way lesser than both Black Panther or Iron Man. But this is incredible that it's made this much money. But it's a cultural phenomenon, of course, and it's a great film. There's a lot of good word of mouth, so people go see it, and everybody loves it. It's a great film. So huge ups for Black Panther. All right, number 5. Oh, I predicted 7.9, so I wasn't too far off, only 500,000 away. Number 5, I Can Only Imagine. I thought it was going to be number 6. Ended up being number 5. I thought it was only going to make 6.9 million this weekend. I thought it was going to drop a little bit more this weekend because we had some other stuff to watch this weekend. But no, it only dropped like another 20%. So, hey, good on it. I think it's a fun, well, not fun. It's a fine movie, I should say. It is a movie that if more Christian movies were like this one, I would have no problem whatsoever if a Christian film comes out every, like, once a week or some shit. Like, you know, if there was like 1 or 2 every month or something, like big ones, I wouldn't mind, because this one was okay. It actually had some emotion to it, some good acting. It wasn't great, but it was something that definitely didn't offend me, like a lot of these Christian movies end up doing, where they're like preaching so hard that they become hateful. Like, I don't know, but I said 6.9. It actually ended up making 8.3, so I was way off there. Number 6 is my favorite movie of the year, Tyler Perry's Acrimony. Dropped 53%. Not too bad considering Tyler Perry's movies usually drop a little harder. Made 8 million this weekend. I said it was going to make 7.3 million, so I actually did way better than I thought, and I think most people thought, because I saw a lot of people saying it was going to make like 6 million for its second weekend. I actually did pretty okay. I had a great time with that movie, so I am okay with it doing well. Hey, as long as the movie entertains me, I don't care if it does well. Like, if, say, I don't know, what movie sucks that is doing extremely well? Maybe not now. I know some people are gonna say Ready Player One. No, shut up. But there's movies out there that suck. But if they were just to that level where I can enjoy them, I wouldn't mind if they do well. Like Triple X, that last Triple X movie. That movie sucks. Again, I haven't seen it though. No, again, you don't know. I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen it. But I heard it's a lot of fun, but it sucks, and it did extremely well in China. So I'm okay with that one doing well. Same thing for like the last Resident Evil movie. Same exact thing for that. All right, so number 7 is Chappaquiddick. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure I'm not. I said it was only going to make $3.5 million. I was actually one of the few people. I know I keep comparing myself to everybody, but I like to look at everybody's predictions after I make my predictions. I don't want to be influenced by theirs. But I saw a lot of people say like it was going to make $3 million, $2.5 million, maybe less. Some people actually did say, to be fair, some people did say it was going to make like $4 or $5 million. I ended up making $6.2 million, so it did way better than anybody thought it would do. I said it was going to make $3.5 million and be number 10. It actually ended up being number 7, and like I said, made $6.2 million. Pretty damn good. Number 8, Sherlock Gnomes. I can't wait until this movie's out of the fucking top 10. I'm so sick of talking about this fucking movie. So hopefully next week, because we have a couple new releases, this movie will be donezo. I'm hoping, because I'm tired of talking about it. Especially since usually I'm really good at predicting this movie, I feel like. Or like the last 2 weekends I was pretty good for the most part, I think. Actually, no, that's not true. The first weekend I failed completely. So alright, last weekend I was good at predicting this movie. This time I messed up. So I'm 1 for 3 on the accurate predictions. Sherlock Gnomes made $5.6 million this weekend. I thought it would make $4 million, and actually that was me being generous because the movie had $7 million from last weekend, so I thought it would drop to $4 million. Still not even a 50% drop. I thought it would do that, but it ended up doing way better. I did predict the placement. You know, I said 8, and it is 8. So to be fair, yeah, I did nail that. So, you know, pat on the back from me. I can't reach my back because I'm fat. But number 9 is, all right, this one I fucked up on too. Pacific Rim Uprising. It made $4.9 million. I thought it would drop way higher. I thought it was gonna make $3.9 million in its first week, or its third weekend. It didn't quite drop as hard as I thought, especially since it dropped really hard in its second weekend. It dropped like 68% almost. So I thought it was gonna drop another 60% or something. It didn't. It only dropped 48%, so almost. So yeah, not too bad. It is fading from theaters across the world though, and I don't think it's gonna make $300 million worldwide, so I would not count on this having a sequel, which is a shame because I didn't hate this one. I thought it was fun, but I love that first one. I feel like this could easily be a franchise somewhere, just not here obviously because no one gives a shit about it here, because it's not even gonna cross $70 million here. I think it'll just barely get over like $65 million in America. China still likes it. It still made like $110 million over there, so that's not too bad. And, you know, obviously Chinese like it somewhat because, you know, they want to go see the sequel. We didn't, but they did. So there you go. Number 10 was Isle of Dogs. Now this one I also messed up. I messed up a lot of the predictions this weekend. I did nail Blockers, to be fair. I nailed that one. But I fucked up this one. I said Isle of Dogs would actually reach number 7. It didn't. It reached number 10, like it says. Which that means didn't it drop one place? No, it didn't. It rose one place, actually. It was 11 last time. Made $4.6 million, which is pretty good considering it's only in like 500 theaters. I said it was going to make 5.8. I thought it was going to rise higher than that because there's not really any cartoon or like kid movies out there besides Sherlock Gnomes, but obviously kids didn't really want to see that when it first came out. So I thought Isle of Dogs would be that replacement. You know, that movie will actually start doing better than Sherlock Gnomes, but that's not the case. Isle of Dogs is still doing very well though, so that's cool. I'm gonna see it probably tomorrow. Not sure. And number 11 was The Miracle Season. I said it was going to be number 11. I said it was going to make $3.4 million, and it made up 4.1, so it did better. So pretty much every movie on this list that I thought was going to do good actually ended up doing better. Even Blockers. I said 21.1. It made 21.4. You know, Ready Player One did better. Of course, A Quiet Place did. Acrimony did better. I Can Only Imagine did better. Isle of Dogs didn't do better. That's a shame. But Sherlock Gnomes, Pacific Rim, Chappaquiddick, everything, literally everything on this list besides Isle of Dogs did better than what I thought it was gonna do. That sucks. That means I got it fucking wrong. I'm wrong. Put a wrong thing for like from Donald Trump. That's me. Wrong. Arrow right here. I pretty much nailed blockers, to be fair, though. Because there's no way I'm going to accurately predict every single dollar each movie makes. That'd be ridiculous. So you have to give me some leeway here. So I didn't do too bad considering. And to be fair, I was one of the few that said Quiet Place might actually open up way higher before all the, box office numbers for the Friday came out and said, like, oh, this movie's doing well. I just saw that, 2 sold out screenings at my theater that usually never sells out and went, this movie's doing well. It's going to do extremely well. So, and I'm happy for it because it's extremely original and it's definitely worthy of your purchase, your ticket purchase, I should say, and your Blu-ray purchase. Buy it on Blu-ray. Do it. Come on, it's not out yet, but do it. Make sure you do it. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, and until next time, of course, goodbye.